Hi, it's me again. So this is going to be my next reflection for my Koh Tao service trip. I haven't gotten to it, so yeah. So it's going to be it. So on the first day, we I did a reflection on how we went to with Raf and Max about how we went to our the trash dump site and also the water reservoirs. So that reflection is available. This will be more focused on the lecture, on the lecture that we had, on the lecture that we had for on the first day. This was before the initial, this was before the our expedition to the trash place and the water reservoir. So the first lecture had to do with the EMP, or Ecological Monitoring Program at Koh Tao, and marine ecosystems. Is Introduction to EMP and Marine Ecosystems was the name of the lecture. So we started off with some general information about Koh Tao, what it is as an island and how this problem has evolved over time, the problem of pollution and things like that, and how it's generally affected the reefs and species and ecological effects that it has on the environment. And then we moved on to the more sort of specific aspects of their reef conservation program, such as, for example, the prerequisites for a course, or what they generally do. Then we moved on to specificities about coral reefs, what they do, what they are. For example, they only cover 0.1% or 0.1% of the ocean floor all over the planet, and it supports 25% of all marine life. So it's extremely important. A coral reef is also the most diverse ecosystem on the planet. So, imagine that 0.1% being the most ecologically diverse on the planet, the most diverse ecosystem on the planet. It's extremely important to be able to maintain these at the highest level possible. We also looked at just generally what it is, what a coral reef is, and the definition we came up with is an ecosystem made up of, I believe, any living animals and plants, as well as the non-living structure that is created by corals and other animals that create skeletons. We also saw how coral reefs also have a very important economic value to communities. For example, since they're the most valuable ecosystems in the world, they bring billions of dollars a year in things like the tourism industry, the fishing industry, and the shoreline protection industries. So then we moved on to areas such as symbiosis, which is essentially the sort of a coevolution of organisms. And there's a couple types that we looked at. Mutualism, so where both organisms benefit. Commensalism, where one benefits and the other is indifferent, so it doesn't gain nor lose. And parasitism, where the host loses and the symbiote gains. Yeah. And then we sort of, again, went a bit more into their own conservation program and just more specific information about corals themselves. For example, how they photosynthesize, what they're made of, why they're so important to reef ecosystems, and the problems that corals face in today's ever more polluted oceans. Also, things like its requirements for growth. So yeah, that's basically. Oops, sorry, I didn't realize my brightness was that low. So that's basically what we ended up doing on the first day, and then we went to the reservoir and the trash dump, and then the reservoir. So yeah, so it was, according to Mr. Mark, not a very in-depth lecture because, according to him, there's just so much more to learn, which honestly I entirely believe, because knowing that these people have spent years and years researching coral and things like that, I know that we've only scratched the surface of what there is to know. So yeah, I'm really excited. It went really well for me. So yeah, I'll just a quick thing. I'll probably be uploading these reflections really late, so maybe 2 or 3, maybe even 4 days after I get back from the trip, because the Wi-Fi here isn't good enough to upload videos, and I honestly might forget about uploading them for the first couple days. So, yeah, probably on Sunday or Monday. Yeah. So yeah, this has been my reflection for the first day of Koh Tao. So thank you very much for listening. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.